Steve, how would you describe the last 3 minutes of this game?
Chaotic. We couldn't handle their defensive pressure. They turned it up and forced some turnovers, and we didn't really get good looks, and it was frustrating because we had the game right in our grasp and just couldn't finish it off. So, excuse me. More than anything, I just feel sick for our guys because they continue to compete and work, and they deserve better. But on the other hand, we weren't good enough to close the game out, and so we didn't deserve to win. But we got to keep working and see how we can get better, especially at the close of games. Find ways to take care of the ball, get good shots, and we'll do it. We got a young group, and they're learning and they're trying, and we'll get there. But in the meantime, it's frustrating.
Eric kind of closed out that Memphis win for you. Tonight he kind of struggled down the stretch. Gallinari took a few charges on him. How much does he kind of need to adjust to the way defenses seem to kind of be adjusting to his?
Well, it's part of the deal for Eric. He's had a lot of success, obviously, here in his rookie year, and so teams are paying attention to him. And now he has to see different types of defenses, and Gallinari is a tough guy to face because of his ability to flop and draw fouls and flail around and do all the stuff that he does, and he's still fooling the refs after all these years. So Eric has to figure that out. It's all part of personnel, and there were a couple plays where he did lower his shoulder and he did commit offensive fouls. But you got to learn the league. This league is all about figuring out the rules, figuring out your opponents, knowing their tendencies. And one of the things when you play against Oklahoma City, you got to know. You don't stick your arms in at the end of the quarters with Chris Paul. He'll swipe under. They got clever guys. Gallinari's very clever, so he was smart and drew a couple fouls, and that put Eric in a difficult spot.
Glenn Robinson had 25 tonight. He's kind of come on as of late. What have you seen in his performances over the last few games?
He's just a good player, and it's his first time he's really gotten a lot of playing time and minutes where he doesn't have to worry about missing shots and coming out. So he's going to be able to play consistent minutes night in and night out, and that allows you to relax and be comfortable even if you're missing shots. And so he's having a great year for us. He's a hell of a player, and I'm very happy for him. And I want to see these guys rewarded, like I said.
Steve, can you kind of take us through that last possession? Seemed kind of wonky out there. Obviously, 22 seconds you guys get the ball and call timeout with 2 seconds when the ball's on the ground. Can you kind of take us through what you saw?
Which one? The very last?
Yeah. Your guys' last offensive possession.
Yeah, we just ran a play to try to free somebody up. Down 3, obviously, we had to get a 3, and they did a good job defending the play and covered up well, and we just couldn't get a good look.
Steve, Kai has given you a lot since he's moved into the starting lineup, but is it a little bit, unfair, or the advantage that you have that Chris Paul has given Chris's long experience in postseason stuff for Kai to be able to kind of close it out a game against Chris Paul at the point?
Well, it's great experience for Kai. Chris is one of the best ever to do it, and Chris has been closing games for a decade and plus, and doing it better than just about anybody. So might as well learn against the best. And I thought Kai was brilliant tonight. I could have done a better job of helping him and helping our group out the final few minutes, trying to get better shots. But it's a great experience for Kai, and he continues to get better.
Steve, obviously, third game in a row playing with, only 8 guys on the bench, or 8 guys altogether, 3 on the bench. But how were you impressed with their fight tonight? And obviously you guys don't get the result you guys want, but their competitiveness and staying, close in this game the whole way.
Yeah, well, it doesn't surprise me. They've shown that kind of fight, the whole season, and they'll continue to do so because of their character and their belief in what they're doing. So we'll get to the point where we'll close games like this out, but we're not there yet.